because we are trying to show for real what we did so far. We still have 5 minutes. I would like to rebrief very easy and very fast why we were here, since I see new people joining. And I want to thanks again Dario
Thank you.
to coming us. It's nice for me also to have your both roles here. So as an entrepreneur, as a designer, as a professor, because again we work a lot with university. We believe a lot in developing things with university because it's a win-win solution for us. We learn a lot from you, from your students. It's a win-win also for us, win-win solution also for you, also because it's nice for them to have in short time the proof of what they're studying, and that's why we work a lot with university, from Politecnico, from also for biomedical. We are in this case describing our experience in the automotive. You can copy and paste whatever I said very easy into the other fields like biomedical, wearables, home appliances. We are always the same people, always the same technology. The demand is changing.
Yeah, but in fact, I want to, as a pure designer now, I want to say that design validation, styling validation, for us, it's really important to get the design frozen, to get the design ready to get, let's say, the green light of a CEO of a company. So focusing on that aspect, for us, the quality is king. Something that we really need to be super perfect, really well done in a short time, because again, as a designer, having a green light of the head of design, the CEO, it means that it's going on to the next level, go closer to the production. So for us, having this kind of support is
that's
very
why
important.
It's quite stressful as a job hour, because we see your blocking point, we see where our help can lead you, can bring you to the next stage under an economical point of view, but also when we were talking about feasibility, it makes the difference. It makes the difference when you come here to a show, you show something that in terms of quality, it's at that level, but also engineering point of view. So that's a combo, that's a teamwork. And we are growing, as I said, 7 years from the time that we joined Italy. Our goal is to create these kind of synergies, to keep growing, to keep hiring. We are always also, that's why I was saying a win-win solution, because we take guys from universities, because we believe that that's the key also for us to be able to support even better the companies and the clients. So.
But if I can say something more, this is not planned. So actually I knew HONPE even before was coming to Italy, because my studio since 2010 is working for a Chinese company. One company based in Shenzhen asked to my studio to develop a product that we selected HONPE. It was fun when back in 2017 at the MAUTO, Museum of Cars here in Turin, we met each other. Paolo was promoting the company, and I said, Paolo, I know a lot about the company because I already worked.
You HONPE before me. I mean,
yeah. I knew it even before coming here in Turin, so it was really, really good. What we got actually was literally from blank paper to not only prototyping, but was a pre-series and production. So it was really good.
Our dream is always to take the client from the day zero and to stay with him till the mass production. We do that thanks to the injection mold. So again, we call ourselves prototyping company, but it's actually it's much wider. I mean, it's even more complex to describe. So yes, we started 7 years ago. He was mentioning again Shenzhen. Our production plant is based there, 30 years of experience, a company that, of course, was born to develop prototypes for the digital field. So all those talent, all those skills that they still have for the finishing, for the automotive market comes from back then when they were working for Microsoft, when they are working for Microsoft, Intel, wherever they can show their skills in finishing. It's something where we started and where we are now for the automotive field. And it was a pleasure to have you. Thanks for
thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks again for that, guys. That was really, really informative. Thank you very much. So next we have Luca Foglia talking about automating verification for vehicle software, technologies to accelerate validation and certification. Welcome, Luca.
Okay, good morning everyone. Good impressive show by HONPE. Hope I still have a bit of your attention. So let's say I'm Luca Foglia from the company QA Systems. What I'm doing here today, I'm here to show you our what we call a suite of tools for certification and software testing, and to give you an overview of technologies to achieve this goal. So in process to achieve software certifications, there are stages that are part of the development and the complete software development life cycle. And we, of course, start as a first stage to define the architecture of our software. We design units that are components of the complete code of this software. We specify requirements that we will then analyze and give answers to those requirements. And of course, we go in steps with our piece of code to be tested. There is the following stage is to build this architecture, to make it's called in technical words compilation, so using tool chains, external tool chains to prepare the code to be analyzed. And then we come to the first analysis. So it's it's called static analysis, and is a way to check that the code that we have written adhere to the standards, such as MISRA in the automotive business, something like this. The following stage is very important. It's called the unit testing. It's dynamic testing. That means that we are validating our software while it's in execution. So we make a check on the correspondence to this software, this time to safety standards like ISO 26262, and we verify that this is realized conforming to that rules. Then, of course, we have another possibility. Again, this is part of the static analysis that is done with a more sophisticated and complex tools. That is the way to detect that in the code that we have written, there are not runtime error. So it's a very complex detection. It's done not more on syntactic check, but more on semantic control. And then, of course, our stage is continuous with creating the complete process in a CI/CD pipeline and to arrive to deliver and to release the software that we have done. So, as we said, the first stage is to perform this static analysis. The static analysis is an inspection in the code and to check this compliancy to the standards, as we said, like MISRA. These are very easy to use tools. It's just an analysis on the code. The software is not in execution. However, to make static analysis, it is required time and effort because it's a continuous check on a multiple and a quantity of line of codes. And so it has to be repetitively analyze this code. Static analysis is traditionally a slow process, so this is quite very difficult, impossible to perform manually. That's the reason why we look to this kind of tool. So the standards have to be verified, MISRA or CERT-C or CWE, this kind of thing. The analysis, as we said, is a more in-deep control on the code, and this is detection on the data flow and the control flow to have to be guaranteed that there is no runtime errors in our code. Again, it's part of the static analysis process. It's not process of software in execution. And we come to a very important stage, that is the dynamic testing, by which this tool create a complete set of test cases, we call. So the test to perform and to verify every single unit. That's the reason why the part of dynamic test is called unit and integration testing. There should be enough vector case creation for this. And as this is done during the execution of the software, there is an impact in changes. So there could be some changes in code during the test, or there could be some change in requirements that we have imported. So we can analyze this delta, this variation from the previous version and the current versions. Of course, as this is a test on the software executions, it has to be considered to perform this in a complete DevOps process, starting from the import of requirements to the analysis and to the release of results in any kind of visualization and reporting. The other important aspect is the traceability or requirement. That is more, I would say, an association. So when we import requirements from a requirement management tool or directly from an Excel file, we want to associate to that requirement the test that we want to execute and to give an answer to requirements. So we make a coverage on those requirements, on the test that has covered that requirement, and so on. That is the way to perform this testing. So how we do this complete process with our tools? Of course, we start with the compliance. We have a tool that is called QA MISRA and detect this MISRA adherence, but not only MISRA, many other standards as well. And our unit and integration testing tool, Cantata. But today I give you a very important announcement, especially for those working in a large base of testing stations in the automotive business. That is our Cantata Hybrid. I will explain a little bit later what it is. And is a certification engine for the Google tests. And then